Don't Eat Gopher Tortoises is brought to you by Sensing Nature.
Hi, how's it going?
Great! Found this bud on the side of the road and he looks pretty tasty! Want to come over for some tortellini Alfredo?
Don't eat that, that's a gopher tortoise.
Wait, what's a gopher tortoise?
Gopher tortoises, or Gopherus polyphemus, are dryland turtles that are native to the lower coastal plains of South Carolina, Georgia, Alabama, Mississippi, and Florida, with Florida containing the largest population of these reptiles. They are the only tortoise native to the southeastern United States. These tortoises can grow up to 15 inches in length and weigh up to 15 pounds. Their shells consist of a brown, oblong-shaped carapace with yellow-brown plastrons. Juveniles are bright yellow in color. They are known for digging burrows that can be up to 65 feet long and 26 feet deep, and have flattened, shovel-like front legs that help them dig. Gopher tortoises live in dry, sandy areas such as sandhills, scrub, dry prairies, or near beaches. They prefer to live among longleaf pine trees, which create good soil for burrowing. Longleaf pine trees depend on controlled fires to sustain their populations, and burrows provide shelter from these fires. As ectotherms, they are unable to regulate their body temperature, so tortoises need their burrows to protect themselves from environmental changes. Therefore, they spend about 80% of their time underground. Gopher tortoises lay their eggs at the entrances of burrows. Adults have few natural predators. However, the eggs are eaten by raccoons, dogs, foxes, and even armadillos. Tortoises are herbivores and eat a variety of plants, including grasses, legumes, and fruits, although they will occasionally eat carrion. Almost all of their water is obtained from plants. Once a common sight, the gopher tortoise is now threatened in Florida. Therefore, they are protected by law from being harmed, killed, or kept as pets. They can live up to 60 years old in the wild and nearly 100 years old in captivity, but take up to 2 decades to reach maturity and reproduce. They typically lay 2 to 7 eggs, but only about 3 to 5% of young survive to adulthood. Consequently, gopher tortoises are very slow to recover from population losses. As a keystone species, gopher tortoises have an important ecological role. Their burrows not only protect the tortoise from extreme temperatures, fire, and predators, but are also responsible for housing 364 other animal species. Some animals that cohabit the burrows with gopher tortoises include the eastern indigo snake, gopher frog, and burrowing owl. If gopher tortoise populations decline, a large number of other species will be negatively affected. Unfortunately, gopher tortoises are still sometimes eaten or kept as pets. More commonly, they are killed as a result of human development and vehicular traffic. Historically, tens of thousands of gopher tortoises have been killed by developers in Florida who built over their burrows. 97% of the once 90 million acres of pine ecosystem that houses the threatened species has been destroyed for agriculture, housing, and commercial development. As many tortoises have been displaced due to habitat loss, tortoise populations are now only 20% of what they used to be 100 years ago. Efforts are being made to preserve gopher tortoise populations. In 2012, the Florida Fish and Wildlife Conservation Commission made plans to stabilize the gopher tortoise population in Florida by 2022. If everyone works together, we can achieve this goal. Most gopher tortoises live on private and corporate-owned property, so landowners in Florida can provide better habitat for tortoises by mowing their lawns and not allowing their trees to grow too densely. When walking your dog, keep it a safe distance away from gopher tortoise burrows. If you find a gopher tortoise crossing a road, if it's safe, carry the animal to the side it is traveling towards. Do not hold the tortoise for too long, as this stresses the animal. And remember, do not under any circumstances put the tortoise in the water. Tortoises cannot swim. And to further protect tortoises, educate your friends and family.
Thank you. I've learned much on this day. I will harry gopher tortoise populations no longer. I found these bats though. Want to come over for some bat kebabs?
No!
Big thanks to everyone